What up, YouTube? Welcome to Indian Creek. It's the first time I've ever been here. First time she's ever been here. Had some trash. We picked up like good Samaritans. Whole bunch of alcoholic beverages that was in the fire over there, left by some degenerates. But just wanted to show y'all what we're working with. We're actually working with a full primitive campsite. We can camp anywhere. Like this whole area, there's a whole trail right down there. We camp. We officially took the role on some little bit of terrain for the first time. Handled it perfectly.
Oh, damn. No, I was so excited. Damn, but you got one.
Paracool
Look
horse.
at you. Dang. That's even bigger.
Old mama.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I didn't record this earlier, but we was by the fire. We turned on Spirit Talker for a second. I literally connected Jesus. I literally, okay. I was by the fire. I cut on Spirit Talker. I didn't show it earlier, but I got in contact with like a 30-year-old person, and it asked me where I was from, and pretty interesting conversation. And then it started talking about feathers and bad spirit, and then it said poltergeist. And I know it looks like I'm on drugs right now, but I'm literally sweating my ass off because it's 90 degrees. But we're sitting here debating on leaving because it's hot as shit, you know. And she just said she heard a woman's voice, right?
Yes. You
And
were scratching, and I told you to shush. And it literally sounded like a woman's voice, like an old woman's voice. And then it literally sounded like I heard one footstep, and then it stopped.
okay, well, either way, she heard a woman's voice just now. And before that, we both heard the vehicle as if something was like walking on it. And there's been a raccoon around here, and I thought it was the raccoon like messing with us and getting on the vehicle. And because it's been sitting here doing stuff like that, and there was nothing there. And then that happened, and then just a while ago, before I started this video, I just heard the car move again. I don't know if you heard it a while ago, but also, um, you can believe me or not. I don't know if she believes me, but I told her exactly. Get off of the car. Get out of here. Bro, I swear. I don't know if I'm tripping or what right now. I just seen the car move.
No, I heard it.
No, I looked when I heard the noise. I seen the car move. The front of the car is literally right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah, I don't know if I'm tripping or what. But anyway, I told her that I literally heard what sounded like an Indian, literally like across the lake. And I said earlier that I wasn't here to like cause problems or be disrespectful or anything like that. But shortly after I said that, that's when it said bad spirit, poltergeist, feather. So what I'm showing you guys right here is picture proof of right after we left, or right before we left, excuse me, that I didn't mention it in the video, but we were being basically stalked and like somewhat harassed, I would say, by some boater that was on the water. So I'm going to touch up on that, but I just wanted to put these pictures in for proof of what I'm talking about. Yeah, so as you guys probably seen, those pictures obviously aren't that great. You can't really see much, but it's still proof that what I said is true. Even if you guys don't believe me or not, it's still definitely something that happened. And it's something that I haven't heard much about, considering it's still Sunday, and maybe I'll be getting a call from Indian Creek because I did leave them a voicemail slightly explaining the situation and what went on. And you guys might think, oh, well, it was just somebody, gigging, frogging, doing something like that. Well, I mean, yeah, that might be the case. And from what ChatGPT told me, um, that people can hunt, well, not necessarily hunt, I don't know about that, but I know that people can be on the lake at night. So, is that true necessarily? I'm not completely sure. But either way, whatever those people were doing was definitely not okay. Definitely, they were not just doing whatever. They were like doing something illegal, more than likely, or they were trying to intimidate us to get us to leave because of the fact that they were doing something illegal or whatever reason. Whatever it was not good. My survival instincts and my adrenaline was literally through the roof. I mean, I've been camping many places, and I've been camping a lot in my life, and I've never had an experience like that happen. And also, the wildlife agent I called, the emergency line, the girl didn't even have any clue what I was talking about, didn't understand me for whatever reason, didn't understand how I felt like my life was in danger. And I mean, it definitely was not okay being out in the middle of the woods away from everyone, um, being spotlighted in complete darkness. I mean, you can say what you want, but I mean, my body was telling me what it told me for a reason, because I was no longer safe there because my position was completely compromised. I wasn't trying to hide. We was literally there legally, like I told the officer. If that was a police officer on the water, they would have made clear that it was a police officer, and they would have, like made themselves aware. And those people definitely were not law enforcement or anything like that, because they did play music at one point. But either way, not a good situation to be in, honestly, if you ask me. And so we got the hell up out of there. Not too long after, like right after I put the camera down, basically. So yeah. Now to touch up on this a little bit more and go ahead and end the video. I do plan on coming back here, hopefully this upcoming weekend. And I know that this video didn't have a lot of information in it or a lot of stuff in it, and it's kind of like my own doing because I wanted to take time and enjoy this place and scout everything out, because I'm dependent on this place as a place to be able to get away and have our own space, and also I'm depending on this for the channel's sake. Considering my subscribers that know about the creek, that's not available to me anymore, and this is going to be a good replacement, so to say. But other than the whole situation with that being all sketched out and literally having to leave because how highly uncomfortable it was for being spotlighted multiple times, basically stalked. I mean, like they cut their engine off. they was around our campsite, like literally right up near where we was camping. Like that was not just people panning around looking for frogs. That was somebody with whatever intentions. But I do plan on going back there, and hopefully I'll hear something good from the people at Indian Creek to give us a little bit more confidence and reassurance that if we go back out there, that well, what I do at nighttime, I'll be more prepared this time than I was that time. But either way, wildlife and fishery didn't do anything about it. I have confidence that Indian Creek will hopefully at least acknowledge me and say something because, that could have been my last time ever going there. Honestly, if it would have went any worse than it did, and just the reaction from the wildlife and fishery agent, like she literally tried to make it sound like I was the stupid one and like the one I was in the wrong because she just didn't understand how my life was in danger. Well, how about you go out in the middle of the wilderness where there's nothing or no one, and you have no lights, only your phone light, and you're being spotlighted, and on top of that, like five other giant bright lights all over your campsite. No, it's not a fun time. I don't give a shit who you are. But either way, I appreciate you for watching the video, and stay around for the next upcoming video. There'll be a lot more content in it and a lot more showing you guys the whole area and just fishing and swimming and just all that. So I appreciate you, and see you later.